Well, alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Rime of the Frostmaiden and Icewind Dale. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hi, you can.
Many a Feather Dash at your service.
And we are unfortunately missing a player today, but hopefully she will be back next week. But life goes on, and so does the story. And with that in mind, let's get into a little bit of a recap of what happened last time before we get into whatever's going to happen this time. So, last time, with the group getting a well earned respite in Kaer Koenig, Andres finally caught up, seeing the marks left behind from the ice troll attack still on Phineas. He was now missing an eye. But you all were feeling well enough at least to travel once again, all set back out to head back to East Haven, get your reward for the cauldron from the caves. And as you made your way past Caer Dineval on the trail, you had a chance encounter with some crazed and frostbitten barbarians. And, well, they were also wielding flails made of chardalyn. It's odd. Defeating these people in the snow was mostly easy enough, but picking a ring off of one, as it happened, you guys were quickly whisked away to an undiscovered location near the mountains to the south somewhere, finding yourselves at least miles from town. You were at the base of an icy walkway leading to a mouth of a cave that resembled a bear's maw. Figuring out directions, at least here, you still had no idea which direction you should go to get back to the towns. But being slightly nudged by Bakara, you eventually opted to at least check out this cave, since you were already here. Heading in, you discovered a pair of white dragon wormlings, which were quite aggressive and needed to be put down. And seeing the area nearly abandoned, you came across a blue, cold burning brazier and further in sleeping pallets, but no iconography around and no sign of actual people other than footsteps. And then you came across a devious barbarian like the others you had encountered. But as he was finishing butchering a snowy owlbear, he kind of goaded you guys, well, Tia mostly, to come look at the patterns in the bones that he was dissecting. But this was a ruse. He tried to shove her face into the pointy ribs on the bones on the ground. And one thing led to another, obviously. You guys defended yourselves, and the barbarian seemed different somehow. He could not die. Whenever he came close, you would see a flicker of blue flame shining in his wounds, or sustaining him somehow. Figuring this had something to do with the brazier you had seen earlier. Some of you rushed to try to put out the flames, eventually succeeding and being able to kill this crazed individual while the flames were out. Taking a moment, you didn't want to linger, so you went to see if the dragons that you had encountered previously might have collected anything, while Sev and Phineas went out to check on the two remaining dogs you have. Unfortunately, as they stepped outside, they could see three more of these crazed barbarians in this low light marching up the path to the icy cave, now running and charging as they lock eyes with their interlopers, you guys. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are, let's roll initiative. Do the dang thing. As you do have Alara with you, but she's invisible at the moment. Very nice. Tia, you would hear some commotion kind of happen from outside, unsure what's actually happening. What are you up to?
I think that I would go and investigate it.
All right. As you come to the mouth of the cave, you can see in the snowy beyond three individuals dressed in ragged furs rushing up. And see the two in the back kind of drop a a feathered creature in the ground as they start running as well.
We have more company. And I will ready a... Yeah, I'll go with Eldritch Blast for when one of them goes close to either Severidge or Phineas.
Fair enough. Readying your Eldritch Blast for an opportune time. The leader, well, not leader, but the person leading this charge, furred covered individual, starts running and actually leaps across here, wielding a flail himself, spinning it around, just kind of screaming in the snow, which is mostly lost until you get close, or until he gets close. Spinning it around.
All of this the same elevation right here?
It is a slightly down.
Okay.
Almost like he has supernatural strength. It's hardy. Tia looks like he is about to run and attack your mates. Do you want to release your Eldritch Blast? A 12 just misses, unfortunately, as your first blast goes a little wide in the snow as he kind of dodges and ducks around it. You still get 2 blasts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Level 5.
You? With a 20, that will absolutely hit. As he takes 9 points of force damage.
You got a push on that Eldritch Blast.
Yes, I did push him back too.
All
with
right.
that.
As you blast him, he gets pushed off and goes falling down the cliff. 30 feet. As he goes tumbling down, he will take 6 more points of damage. And he starts... Well, you kind of lose sight of him in this moment. Which will take us to Andres.
Can I hop down this ledge, or is it too...
It's like, I think, 5 feet.
Right.
You can absolutely hop
Oh, yeah.
down it. Or maybe 6 feet. I don't know.
down.
It's not... You can slide down it. Hop down, and kind of in the snowy distance, you can make out 2 more figures.
These guys coming in the distance. And I'm gonna use an emboldening bond on myself, Tia, and probably Severidge.
Alright. As you guys feel a close-knit connection in this moment. Anything else for Andres?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
That will take us to Severidge.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are our wind conditions?
It is not blizzard conditions.
Sweet.
It is
About to
regular.
change.
Then I will take aim at the farthest or the closest, the one that's in front, I suppose.
Alright. Looks like
Believe.
pull the javelin out and is starting to run.
That will not be enough. I'm going to crossbow him.
Alright.
Huzzah.
Take an aim, and 25 will hit.
I'm going to lose a d6 of damage. I'm going to trip him.
Okay, okay. Is that a save for him? DC
Yes, he has a
14.
dex save 14.
You got double nat 20.
That's fine. The damage stands.
Damage
It's
stands
not half damage. 17
We'll
points
take-
of damage.
17 points of damage as you kind of get him right in the meat of his thigh.
I cannot move. I took aim, so
Alright. Taking us to Phineas.
Does it look like that these 2 guys are going to run and jump like he did, or are they going to run around?
I would say it's hard to tell. If you want, you can use your action to make an insight check.
I don't want to use my action for that. In that case, I will hop and fly up over Sev. 10, 20. I can get myself here. And I will open my wings and flap really hard, and a big gust of wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, is going to blow this way. Try and blow them off.
Measure 60 feet for me. I think it just goes all the way to the... Okay. Like there.
Yeah.
As it gets heckin' windy.
Yeah. Diner cast gust of wind.
Strength save. Strength save.
Strength or be pushed 15. That's at the
Phineas
start of
used
it.
gas.
At the start of its turn.
All right, fair enough. As it gets heckin' windy there, just billowing out from Phineas. That will take us to the first Berserker. As he rolled a 11 on his save.
That is not 15.
He is pushed back 15 feet and then drops towards the base here. It's only 20 feet down there, but he still takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage as he goes tumbling down beyond, also disappearing from sight. And just double check what he's doing. Okay. That will take us to Alara, who's invisible to you guys. She's also going to hop down into the light here. She comes into view. The wind makes attacks disadvantage, right? Gust dispersion. Blah, blah,
It's not a wall.
That's true.
I haven't read it in a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't state anything like that. I'll say it'll just give them like +2 to their AC, as she's going to try to take a couple shots with her bow from above. Definitely missing with her first shot, but her second shot absolutely hits this other guy in the wind as he takes 5 points of piercing damage. Which will take us to his turn. Trudging along the wind. Difficult terrain, right?
If he saved, he got a 4.
He's not. Oh, okay. Fair enough, using Portent to change his roll or make him roll a 4. Then he is also blasted down into... Actually, where was he? He was here? Is he pushed back 10 feet or 15 feet?
15.
Okay, that is enough to do it. Or no, this guy was here, so he is pushed back even. Yeah. As he also goes tumbling down, you just hear this... Roar! That'll take us to Tia.
I don't trust that they're officially gone, so I'm just gonna ready another Eldritch Blast and move a bit closer.
Alright. That will take us to this guy as you're readying your blast. Unsure this tense moment where they're going or where they went. Well, you know where they went. Unsure where they're going. Sure enough, climbing up the side. The first guy. Covered in snow and kind of bloodied and frostbitten. Tia, you can blast them if you want. 14. Actually, make a disadvantage. Sorry.
He's not in the wind.
No, but he took the dodge action.
Use the emboldening bond.
Yep, roll a d4. As you feel a close connection to Severage and Andres. A 15 will hit with your first attack. He takes 9 points of force damage.
I also push him back again.
Yep. If you want, you can try to hit him a second time.
All right, I will.
Because it pushes him right back onto the other ledge there. Also a disadvantage again. Yeah. Yeah. That
Look at him.
Yes. For 14 points of damage. As he is just getting blasted and pushed back. He's not having a good day. And
Great.
that ends his turn because his entire movement was climbing up, and then he took the dodge action. Which will take us to Andres.
Let's just go for a simple Toll the Dead on this guy.
All right. Dogs are kind of barking at whatever's happening here too.
DC 14 Wisdom save.
14 whiz. You got a 17.
Not bad.
That would have been some good damage though.
Gonna move up here. That's gonna be it.
All right, that will take us to Sev.
Well, I got eyes on somebody.
Yeah.
I don't need to move, so I'll just steady my aim and take a shot at that guy.
All right.
Check, check, check.
That will hit.
Yep, I'm gonna lose a d6 and I will attempt to trip him again.
All right.
15 points of damage, dex save DC 14.
You got a 5.
Alright, well, not only is he tripped, he loses 10 feet of movement because he's slowed as well.
Yeah, because of the crossbow. As he falls down, slipping on the ice, catch him right in his foot.
That guy's really not having time.
No, that guy's having the worst. Anything else for Sev?
Unfortunately, I cannot move, so...
Correct. All right, that'll take us to Phineas.
I am going to hold my action for if an enemy comes onto this top ledge with us. I want to turn the direction of the wind and try and blow them off.
All right.
Move over here and do that.
Is the wind still...
The wind is originating from me, so it's still blowing straight down right now.
Okay. Gotcha. Fair enough.
That'll be my turn.
That will take us to... Let me see which one. This guy. Yeah, sure enough, Phineas. He was climbing up straight for you.
And I turn to kind of blow him off this way. It's not a good clean angle there, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. Does it only at the start of his turn or when he moves into it? When it starts its turn. Each creature that starts a turn in the line.
Yeah.
Then he is going to spend the rest of his movement charging towards you. As he just gets up close to you. Because he had to dash. Which will take us to Alara. Alara will kind of peek around the corner and take a couple pop shots at him. Hitting with the first attack. Also slowing him down for 10 points of damage. Taking us to guy number 3. As he Yeah. Literally just gets here. And that is all he can do. Which will take us back to the top of the round with Tia. Reminds me of Baldur's Gate 3 getting the Eldritch Blast as you start blasting him. It will also be disadvantage against this guy too. He did take the dodge action. But you do have the emboldening bond, so plus Nat 1 is unfortunately going to be a miss. But you get 2. Roll that d4 for the emboldening bond with that second attack. Just barely misses.
I tried.
As kind of like he's growing wise to your ways, also seeing the other guy getting knocked around like all hell. He just kind of ducks and dodges and starts rolling around. Anything else for Tia?
No, I think I'll be done there.
Which will take us to the guy who's having the worst day of his life. Except for the day he got cursed like this. Stands up and screams as he pulls out a javelin and tosses it to... He's going to just move to the ledge here. And he's going to toss it to Phineas. Actually... He's going to toss it to Tia. Doing all this blasting. Getting a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
As you take 7 points of piercing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw. Alright, you are good. As you feel that twinge of Chardalyn energy hitting your skin. That will end his turn, taking us to Andres.
Let's try another Toll the Dead on this guy right in front.
Alright.
DC 14, Wisdom.
You got a big 3, as he's going to take 14 points of necrotic damage. As your... Is your Toll the Dead kind of... Does it make that gong noise, or...
Yeah, sure, why not? That's fun.
As the bell kind of rings out, kind of see the snow around kind of vibrating as he just kind of grasps his head with his free hand. Anything else for Andres?
Yeah, I'll step up.
Alright.
That's good.
I will take us to Sev.
There's a guy on Phineas, but he's in the wind.
Could
That's
get
all.
blowed back. You never know.
That's all my damage. I'm good. I will continue to aim. Trips, they're on us, so I will be doing that. I will shoot the one on Andres.
Alright.
I'll take aim, crossbow shot.
At 24 will hit.
I will not be tripping or disarming. I guess I could disarm. Let's just do 3d6 of sneak attack. Ooh.
Alright. He will take
18.
18. As you get him, like, right in the clavicle.
It's not a good place to be shot.
No.
But I cannot move. I used my aim.
Alright, that will take us to Phineas.
I am going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to grab onto the back of Andres' armor, and I'm going to hold my action for after this guy gets blown away to turn my wind straight down.
Alright.
That'll be my turn.
Uh-oh.
That will take us to this guy. Big old strength save. You got a big old 7, as he has blown 15 feet back off the ledge. Is that right? Yep, 15 feet back. And goes tumbling down. 8 points of damage. And disappears into the chasm.
And then I turn my wind.
You... Okay, fair enough.
And I'm holding on to Andres
Sure.
with my measly strength.
Yep, I gotcha. Alara's gonna take a couple pop shots at the guy attacking Andres, or that's about to attack Andres, or about to try to attack Andres. Getting a nat 20 with her second attack, missing with her first though, dealing 14 points of piercing damage, which will take us to the Berserker. He makes a strength save, getting a 15.
I got a 4. He rolled a 4, actually.
You gotta tell me before I roll.
You told me I can use them as luck points last time.
I don't like that. You gotta use it before. That's right, you did roll 2 4s, didn't you?
I did.
I would say you gotta tell me beforehand. As he's making a save, or
15 saves then.
alright. He's gonna swing wildly. Actually, let's see something real quick. Yep, he is going to swing wildly at Andres.
Mm-hmm.
As best he can with his flail. Getting a 13, a 12,
Miss.
and an 18.
Miss?
As it just like mostly hitting air, and then you get a clink on your armor as his flail is like, you know, he's not having the good swing to it. It's just kind of like lopping around. That ends his turn. As he's just kind of trying to breathe heavy, and you can see he's having a hard time with his breath. Which will take us to Tia.
Yeah, I want to try and push him off the cliff again with my Eldritch Blast.
Absolutely. 21 will hit him. Actually, you have advantage on the attack. He went reckless. If you want to roll,
Yes,
if you want to
that's
roll to
right.
see if
Maybe
you
I
crit.
can crit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Nope.
nonetheless, 21 will hit as he is pushed back. I guess he would get knocked there. Pushing the other guy back? I don't know. You know I'm gonna roll for it real quick. Actually, you roll for it.
Would the wind kind of help push him away and kind of get him into the kind of curve?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. As he gets pushed off and goes disappearing into the chasm. Where's that second shot going? Only place you got, really.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
All right.
If I can hit him, I'm gonna go for him.
You can absolutely... Yeah, that absolutely hits him.
Okay, I'm gonna try and push him back too.
As he takes 14 points of piercing, or force damage. As your blast just pushes him back. Unfortunately, out of the wind. Anything else for Tia?
Nope. That's it.
And we'll take us to his turn. As he runs and jumps. Can he do it? Yes. And skirts around the wind to Phineas. And he just starts swinging wildly with a flail. A Chardolin flail. Getting a 19, a 21, and a 15 to hit.
I'll shield the 15. 2 of them hit.
All right. And we'll need 2 Constitution saves. And then I guess 2 concentration checks after I do damage.
So, well, that was a concentration check. And then the
No,
second-
Constitution first. That's why you do what I ask for first.
I was already advantage.
Well, it's Constitution saves first, because if you fail those, it determines things.
Okay.
Because it gives you, so if you fail them, it pretty much you have the poison condition, which actually that doesn't affect concentration checks, right? Poison's just attack rolls and ability checks.
Correct.
Nonetheless, you will take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and you do have the poison condition
Ouch.
as you maintain your concentration.
You sound so disappointed.
Well, because I asked for it. It's fine. It's don't assume what you're rolling. That will end his turn as he screams at Phineas, taking us to Andres, who is in the wind. Start of your turn. I need a strength save. DC 14?
Yeah, I'm gonna
15.
Does he have
gonna
advantage
use
because I'm holding
bond
him?
on this.
You're a 4-foot bird.
And that's an 8. I was kind of hoping you were going to drop concentration.
Yep, with an 8. Andres is pushed over the cliff. Andres, give me a dexterity save.
Dex save. That's even better.
Okay. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall prone at the bottom of the cliff. And you would see one of these berserkers getting up right next to you. He's literally right next to you.
Get it.
But you still have your movement and your action.
I'll try and scale the cliff face.
Alright. He will take an attack of opportunity as you try to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead and give me an athletics check to try and climb the cliff. The icy cliff.
Hey, not bad.
15. I will say that is good enough. As you get about halfway up, he is going to make a swipe against you. Getting an 18 to hit. This is the same guy that
Misses.
missed all of his attacks last time, too. Covered in snow as you get up, he just flails around, missing as you get about halfway up the cliff.
Okay.
2/3.
Gonna, I guess, dash.
All right.
Try and get up the rest.
Give me another athletics check.
I guess I can be using this at 2. 12.
With a 12, you don't...
Could add some guidance if this is a fail.
It is a fail. You can't guidance yourself. I don't think.
I can't.
I don't think so.
No, I
That's
think
used-
you can't bardic inspiration yourself. I think guidance works.
I think it's like when you... the way it's written at the moment, I think it's like when you see someone fail. Which I guess could be you. Sure, why not?
Another creature fail.
A 14 is DC. As you make your way up. Are you avoiding the wind? You can avoid the wind if you want.
Yes, please.
Alright. Seeing that gust of wind bursting over the ledge, you kind of creep around to the side carefully. Anything
That's
else?
all I got.
Alright. That will take us to Sev.
Well, this guy has made himself a target. Yep, I'll just take aim and fire right under Phineas.
Alright.
Take aim, check, check. Crossbow.
Yep. That'll do it.
Is he wielding? He's wielding a flail.
Yeah, he just trying to beat the shit out of Phineas with it.
I will attempt to disarm him. Same DC 14 dex save.
Alright, as you take 16 points of piercing damage as you pierce his wrist. He's also not looking very, very well at the moment. And makes a dex save. Got a nat 1.
The flail will be dropped.
I'll say because of the nat 1, his flail is knocked over the side.
His flail tumbles down the cliff.
Yeah.
Even
And
better.
you hit him in the wrist, and his hand just goes flinging around. He watches it fly away. And that'll take us to Phineas.
Tattle on myself here a little bit. I used my reaction to move my wind, so I didn't have my reaction for shield, so that third attack hit.
It would have been 5 more points of bludgeoning damage, and another Constitution save, and another concentration check. Wait, well, the Constitution save actually done. You're already poisoned, but a concentration check nonetheless. All right.
And 5 points damage.
Yes. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. I will bonus action turn the gust of wind toward this guy.
All right.
Hopefully make some distance. And for my action, I will magic missile first level.
All right. Ooh, for 10 points of force damage, as that is just enough. As these missiles hit his body, it goes limp as he doesn't tumble into the snow immediately, just gets kind of blown around a good distance as he is dead.
That's me. I'll go up a little bit. So 10 feet up.
Into the air?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So the wind isn't blowing at ground level.
It's kind of blowing at a downward angle. Yeah.
Well, it's not. Well, I guess, yeah, it would be downward because you're angled towards the... I gotcha. Fair enough. That will take us to Berserker number 2. Clambering up the cliff. That is... all he can do is that, because he was actually further away. Which ends his turn. Taking us to Alara. Shooting him for 8 points of piercing damage. And she'll just kind of back up because she's pretty hurt herself. And taking us to the last Berserker. Yeah. Andres, this guy is climbing up after you. And he just gets to right next to you. Ending his turn.
Yeah.
Taking us to Tia.
That guy that just appeared next to Andres, I want to shoot him.
Nat 1, you
That one does not get it.
shoot the dog.
No.
No.
Oh,
Nat 1, a
one's already dead.
blast of like an icicle kind of falls down, throwing off your aim.
All right. One more time.
18 will hit him.
All right.
He takes 11 points
And
of force damage.
I also force push him back.
Yep. Go and roll me 3d6.
Yeah.
As Andres, you can see him as he climbs up and looks like he's angry, about to pull his flail up. One blast kind of like goes wide and kind of smiles at you. Another blast just kind of hits him in the shoulder as he goes tumbling down for 8 points of damage. But you still see him down there. Anything else for Tia?
Nope, that's it.
That'll take us to Andres, looking down at that guy and another guy to the left of you.
Everybody's pretty hurt, right?
Not Sev.
Yeah, I'll use the Channel Divinity Balm of Peace here to zoom past everyone and dish out some healing.
All right.
So let's do Phineas first.
I'll say just roll
So
it
if he
once,
needs it-
and then everyone gets the same thing.
Okay.
For
works.
ease of
Great.
use, yeah. So everyone gets 13 points of healing. Except for
Everyone.
except for yourself, right?
Not me, yes. It's
Right.
only other people.
Very nice.
What do I do with the other 11?
You keep it for later.
Later. Yeah.
I will. You said keep it for later. I'll keep it for later.
Those are just fun points. You just feel warmer all of a sudden.
Peaceful.
Peaceful. Anything else for Andres?
No, that's it.
That will take us to Sev.
Well, they keep coming back for more.
Maybe.
I can't push them away like everybody else. So
You can certainly try
I will just keep
with that 9
firing.
strength.
I have a 12 strength.
Okay.
My 9 is in intelligence and charisma.
All right.
I will just aim and fire at this guy who just won't give up.
All right.
And I'm going to not take a d6 away, and I'm going to make his head explode.
For 39
And
points of
20,
damage.
39 points of damage.
As you shoot him right in the skull, as it just kind of blows out the back, as it kind of freezes with icicles immediately, as its body goes tumbling down into the chasm. Anything else for Sev?
Nope, I took aim, so I am perpetually stuck in this spot.
All right, Phineas.
I will flap over toward right above this guy and just air straight down on him.
Okay.
And we'll do a mind sliver on him. It's an intelligence save.
Okay. Not their strong suit. Somehow he got an 18 though.
That'll save. That'll do it.
As you're blowing wind directly on him.
Mm-hmm.
That'll take us to Alara. She'll come down here and take a couple shots with her bow. But he's prone. But she's got height. I'll just give her a straight roll. Hitting with both. He takes 20 points of piercing damage. And is slowed down very much so. Taking us to his turn. He's gonna roll a save, as actually someone is granting Dementiphobia, granting Watcher's Inspiration to Tia. So thank you, Dementiphobia, as Tia, you can add a 1d6 to any roll of this session.
Nice.
Any roll.
Thank you.
Well, yes, thanks, Dementiphobia. Has the Berserker start with the save. He is not blown away, but he is slowed down by the bow. Looks up, and he starts to try to run away. Actually, he'll let the wind start to take him. As he makes a little bit of distance. But not a lot, because he's very slow. Arrows sticking in his legs. Which will take us to your turn, Tia.
It says it's difficult terrain going toward me, so going away from me, would that double his speed?
That's why I let him move a little bit more. Just a little bit. He had to stand up and stuff, too. Tia, what you doing as you feel some otherworldly presence watching over you?
I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Alright.
Alright, let's see if I can get him.
Oh,
I'm not going to try and push him this time, though, because I don't want to shoot him out the range.
Yeah,
I don't want
no,
to.
Oh, you've got mad range for Eldritch Blast, but yeah, 20 will hit him. For 11
Yeah, but
points of force damage.
I know that other people don't have a lot of range, so I don't want to assist him in going out of their
That's
range.
fair. I will say that shot alone, as you shoot him a couple of times, as his corpse starts falling to the ground, he is just pelted and kind of just burying him, pushing him into the snow downward. As he is
Stay down.
no more.
Well,
We're gonna hop out of combat here.
Well, you guys see how much easier it is to fight in open areas than enclosed areas? Should be fighting outside a little bit more often. But
I
not in a
rather
blizzard.
dislike these people. They don't know when
Agreed.
to walk away.
Yeah. Well, speaking of walking away, should we get out of here? Or maybe finish looking at the Dragon Horde real fast?
Yes, I say
Sounds good.
let's take a quick look and see what we may take and then head out.
Yeah, Dragon Horde.
I'll fly back to the platform and end the gust of wind.
Alright. We'll say as you guys head back to that chamber, you would see 8-foot high cave within, unfurnished, unlit. There's a hole in the southwest corner. And there's a mouth of an open chute that reeks of blood and filth. In the eastern corner of the room, chamber, not quite a room, you would note that there is a small pile of stuff, a small stash. Paltry hoard consisting of 96 silver, 331 copper. There is a stitched leather wallet containing a complete set of thieves' tools and a cracked spyglass, as well as a rolled up piece of paper.
Aw, they were just getting started.
Yep. They were babies.
Asshole babies.
Well, yeah.
So we got about 8 pounds of coins here. Who else carry that?
We can put it in the sled.
Yeah, we still have 2 dogs, right?
You still have 2 dogs.
Yeah, we'll put it. We'll put it in the sled.
Make you a sled inventory. There, you guys have a sled inventory at the top of the journal tab. Add whatever to it you want.
How cracked is the spyglass? Is it just the lenses?
It's
or-
just one crack along the lens, one of the lenses, but it still seems to work just fine.
Oh.
Honestly, very very good quality. You would wager it's probably worth like 250 gold.
Whoa.
Yep.
Man.
It
Damn.
is adorned with very fine kind of scrimshaw work along it, as there's a little bone kind of lattice, and little bits of silver trimming.
Damn. I was gonna say I snatched it up to look cool, but
Now
not
you
if
look
it's like that.
Now you look even cooler.
Are you able to fix up that lens?
Let's see. Am I?
You have mending.
I might be. Yeah, I'll cast mending on it.
The value just went up 50 gold.
Nice.
I'll
It's
take
also very usable now.
I'll take a look at that rolled up paper.
Looking at it, it's odd, kind of different sort of arcane stuff than what you're used to, but it is an arcane scroll, or just a scroll in general, with a sort of equation for empowering a weapon with elemental infusion. It's a scroll of elemental weapon.
Oh, this is a cool scroll. Ooh, charge up weapons. Ooh, very nice. I don't think I'm able to cast that, though, am I?
Why not?
Is that not a wizard spell?
I don't know. I can't look it up right now for some reason.
Don't think so.
Everything's a wizard spell if you try hard enough.
It's Artificer, Druid, Paladin, and Ranger.
Wow.
I would say you could try.
Why would I try? If we have somebody who can easily use it. Here you go, Larry.
Lara will take it.
Hey, Seb, these things look pretty nice. Do you need any more tools?
I don't think so, but never hurts.
Good to have backup here in case one breaks.
All right. We seen everything we need to see here.
And then
So?
some.
All right. Let's
Let's
get out of here
leave
before
before any more come back.
that blue flame comes back. I think it's gonna come back soon.
We'll say, you did note that there were 4 beds. And you have killed 4 of these berserkers here. Just throwing it out there.
Then we also killed 2 belonging to this place before.
Maybe they were just, I don't know. They were far from here.
Sure. This area is cleared. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
So what do we do from now? Do we try and make our way back to town?
Yeah, we start heading west until we recognize something, and then we can work from there.
Sounds like a plan.
We're just in the mountain.
Well,
Should
let
we,
us get going then.
Unless you guys would want to rest up real quick and patch up some of these scratches.
I'll take my chances out in the tundra rather than this cursed place.
I mean, this place is kind of
Reasonable.
easily defensible. Unless there's a secret entrance behind us we don't know about.
Unless the light comes back, and then what?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright.
Or more of those people decide to come check out one of their hiding places.
Alright, I'll get the dogs ready.
They're just wagging their tails, waiting. Kind of overexcited at the moment after that little bit of, well, excitement.
Indeed.
Yep, so we'll get the dogs ready, load up the cart with the coin.
All
and,
right.
Start heading west.
Are you guys staying along the mountains, or are you just purely heading west?
Use some of this on myself.
Let's see. Mountains go like that. Do we think west? Do we see anything? Probably not.
Yeah, visibility isn't that great, and you're also, I'd say daylight probably has another maybe 30 minutes on it. Well, a semblance of daylight.
So it's like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Early afternoon.
Semi-daylight is between 10 and 2. It's up to y'all. Dirt in the mountains or straight west?
My vote is straight west.
Or do we
Well, let's
Follow some head pains.
try and stay out of the mountains.
You know, we just follow your headache.
Well, we could go that way too. I am curious.
An obvious look of distress on Alara's face, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Huh, no complaints. All right, let's go. I kid.
I
It would be west by southwest.
don't really have any
Not
idea
really.
where we are, so it's all a matter of
Well, if we keep on going,
wandering.
if we keep on going west until this rain is kind of directly south, then we can just head north and kind of hit the 10 towns, I think.
That what you doing?
None of it sounds particularly promising, but yeah, it's an idea.
Best we got.
All right. Go with Phineas. Roll me a d12 and 2d20 as you start to head across the tundra, slightly away from the mountains. About how are you guys just pushing it? Because once it gets dark, it's kind of hard to keep track of time. But it is starting to get late. No, as you actually start to move away from the mountains. But you do see another mountain, smaller mountain, not too far in the distance, west of you. Pretty much
You gotta make camp at some point.
traveling
We're
days.
probably not gonna make it to town anyway, so might as well.
I would say you probably have about 2 hours of travel if you wanted to make it to the mountains for some cover. Or you can sleep on the open tundra.
We're starting to feel tired though.
You're starting to feel tired. Mostly
well,
clear skies.
I say we stop for the night. I'm not really comfortable traveling at night. Especially after last time.
Yep. Let's make.
All right. Does anyone have tents or anything, or are you guys just sleeping out in the open?
I'm gonna kind of dig a hole and kind of go in the trench.
Okay.
You don't have anything, so. But that's not new.
I just need a semi-comfortable spot to sit.
I will say, as you guys are traveling in the dark, who's got the best? I think it was Sev and Andres, and even Tia to a degree, would notice a small, kind of near some rock outcroppings nearby. There looks to be an old part of a wooden building that has been crumbled, and now it's just strips of wood, kind of near a hill.
Like right where we are? Close?
Not too far away, yeah.
I might as well check it out. Might give us some cover from the wind.
It would be quite useful.
You guys, anybody else want a trench? I'll make it big enough for more than me. We can share body warmth.
Might get back to that. Hold on. 1 second.
Because you guys actually haven't had to sleep in the tundra yet. Or no, there was one time. It didn't go well.
No, Banshee, right?
Yeah. But heading over to this little wooden area, you would see, not wooden area, little, like I said, scraps of wood that might have been a small hut at one point. But again, it's just scraps of wood covered in snow. What are you guys doing?
Is it going to provide some cover from the cold?
It possibly could,
Yeah, might as well
at
set
least
up
a
camp here
little
then.
bit,
It's better than nothing.
or it's wood to burn.
Phineas, come dig your trench over here.
Nah, or all right. Why are we going over here? There's a perfectly good spot over. Okay. I don't have a light source out or anything, so I can't see shit.
Severage would have his lantern. He usually does when he can't
Yep.
see.
What about your, like, a headlamp?
I,
That's how it
I,
works, right? The crystal.
Yeah, essentially.
well, yeah, but I have that put away right now.
Gotcha.
And I mean, light is just kind of a beacon that or really dark and wide open plains, light can be seen from really far away.
Fair. And argue with that logic.
So no fire?
Oops.
I don't think we should have a fire tonight unless we can have it protected somehow.
We could always dig down and have a fire that's a bit below.
Ah, I do get the dirty trench. Let's do that. Let's dig a little hole, break some of this wood, start a little fire. Get some warmth but no light.
I will, as soon as the hole is dug, use create bonfire to make a fire.
All right. It's hard to ignite this severely frost-covered wood, but you do create a fire, kind of beneath the brush a little bit, kind of next to a ledge also, so it's a little easier to keep lit. And stay away from prying eyes, hopefully. Bringing the dogs to this warmth also is nice for them. Will you guys try to bed down here?
I think so.
All right.
I'll for just a little bit, I'll start reading that, try and decipher that poetry book a little bit with the dim light, real close to the fire pit.
You don't discern anything new as you look at this horrible poetry book. Alara will say to you all, I'm gonna go, just scout around. I don't trust this place. I'll be safe.
We'll wait for you in the morning.
And she gives kind of a somewhat tense look towards Phineas. Bow in hand. Just gonna do like kind of a perimeter watch. Are you guys taking watches?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's
sure.
good.
I will get up early.
All right. Who's taking the first watch? And so on and so forth.
I can do the first watch. Not very helpful, but I can keep it listen.
All right.
I can take the second watch.
Take it Andres for third. And Sev for fourth. Although Andres can take 2 watches. If you want to double up at all. Oh, he said BRB. We'll just do it like that. Phineas up first, this cold night, getting a little bit of warmth by the fire. Roll me a perception check. The 5. The fire crackling, hard to keep lit, especially when you're adding wet wood to it.
I'll just keep it lit with prestidigitation.
It's still hard.
Yep. That's kind of what all I'm focusing on is just the fire.
I gotcha.
That takes all of my concentration.
But as you're watching the fire, looking into it and kind of distracting, kind of just focusing on that warmth. I gotta roll something real quick. Not very good. Somehow, miraculously, you are unalerted to trespassers within your camp until it's too late. As you look around, just kind of into the fire, you would suddenly start to hear this odd cackling or yipping, as you would see 3 hyena-like humanoids driving spears. One of them is actually, let's roll for that. Yeah. 2 of them are stabbing into you, while a third is stabbing into Severage. As Phineas, you take 14 points of piercing damage, and Severage takes 4 points of piercing damage. As you would all be alerted to this noise, this yipping, as I'm gonna bring you guys to a little map. And we're gonna roll initiative as everyone is waking up from their slumber. Fire burning still. It would seem you are not alone.
I guess I might as well use inspiration on that. It's gonna go away.
That is true.
Second, anyways.
As soon as you finish a long rest.
Hey, that's better.
I will also say you don't have your shield or armor on.
That's fair.
But Yeah. How about before we get into this, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break. As you know, a little early. Get the jump on things as these gnolls have gotten the jump on you. Yeah, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break here and pop back at about 25 after at the latest. So stick around, folks. We'll be back soon. Alrighty, folks. We are back into it, and last we left off, our troop was wandering across, well, not wandering, traveling across the tundra, hoping to get back to the 10 towns and taking a little bit of a break for the evening, lighting a fire behind some wreckage of an old building ages ago. As Phineas was taking watch, unfortunately, did not see it before a small pack of gnolls rushed in upon the scene, and the rest of you waking up at the sound of yips as seeing Phineas and Severage both getting stabbed. That's where we're picking back up. Andres, you are... You gotta check something. Actually not first.
Uh-oh.
As two more creeping gnolls climb over this wreckage towards the light. You don't see them until they kind of scatter. These guys are a little better at stealth than the others. Wielding a couple of sharp, short swords. Rush over and just start rampaging wildly. Unfortunately, you are still prone. They're going to try to bite down on you. Getting a... Both... Well, actually getting a 15 and a... Or 16 and a 19 with their bites as they're both trying to bite onto you.
Lazy is 10.
You have no dex?
No. We rolled pretty shitty stats.
They're pretty average. Dealing 10 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And then they try to stab down to you. These guys are actually missing with one of them. But one of them did get a nat 20. Getting a 17, a 7, a 21, and a 24.
Oh, they get 3 attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, we're fucked.
As Andres, you take 19 points of piercing damage more. As they just start stabbing down wildly, yipping and biting, trying to tear you apart. As... Oh. Wrong ones. We'll just keep it down there. I made a mistake and didn't recognize which token was which. Do that. But that will take us to your turn, Andres.
I mean...
Yeah.
I suppose I could cast some Spirit Guardians. No, actually that's pointless. I'll just do a second level Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Very nice.
Actually...
Did
Still isn't doing the thing.
I didn't do anything for the second dice.
So 30 points of healing.
That is a cure wounds if I've ever seen one.
And that's it. Oh, that's true. I
Fair
can't see
enough.
Sev's health bar either.
These are old tokens actually. This is before I updated them. This is just a map that I had you guys on from a while ago, just in case you ran into it. There you go. Andra says you heal yourself and stand up.
Yep.
It will take us to Sev, who is prone at the moment. The gnoll standing over him, stabbing into you.
Alright, well, I'm going to tear into this one melee style.
What's the one in the middle?
Yeah, the one in the middle.
All right. He's stabbing into Phineas's backside at the moment.
Good, he's not paying attention.
Yep.
I will stab into his backside.
All right, as you roll up and go stabby.
I don't have advantage, but I do have inspiration.
You
So
do have inspiration.
I guess I can just roll it again.
There you go.
Okay.
It worked out. A 21 will hit.
No, I'm just gonna murder.
Just regular murder, not
18 points of damage.
As you stab into this gnoll, it lets out a wild yelp as one of its eyes kind of leered towards you. The other one's still somehow focused on Phineas. This bloodlust, you can see them. If they had any extra saliva, they would be drooling, but they seem emaciated and just the most unhealthy gnolls you've ever seen, if you've ever seen a gnoll. But he is still up.
Well, I will offhand him
All
for
right.
another 2 points of damage.
As you just kind of nick his leg. It's barely up, but it is up. Anything else for Sev?
Yeah. I'm going to tumble away. So they can stab if they want to.
They most certainly will.
They can leave their friends behind.
Getting a 12 and a 7.
Both will miss. And I will use my bonus action to snowball this fool.
All right. 20's gonna hit.
4 points of cold damage.
As you just snowball him right in the face. There was one of the, what do they call it when you put a rock in a snowball?
I'm from Oklahoma.
Uh,
It's snow every 2 years.
There's a name for it, but anyways, it's definitely more
Rude?
frozen as
Assault?
Yeah, it is assault. As it strikes him right in the face, and he goes down with a little whimper as he falls to the snow.
Those were my action types. I have more movement, but I'm fine.
All right, that will take us to Tia on the ground, seeing this horrible situation occur.
Wow, decisions.
Oh wait, I did get rid of it. I'm sorry.
I think that I am gonna go for the guy that's right by Andras.
To the left of him, kind of standing up
Yeah.
over some of this wrecked space here.
Yeah. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
All right. Just blasting a
I
hole
don't
in the
think I
wreckage
hit.
nearby.
I panic. I just start blowing whatever. Let's see if my second attack hits.
You get
Second.
inspiration for the net one.
You
too.
do get inspiration for rolling that one.
Awesome.
We got
Second
our
one hits though.
second one does hit with a 16.
I will also push him back.
All right, for 13 points of force damage as he goes tumbling back 10 feet. Anything else?
Nope, That's it.
All right, that'll take us to Phineas, sitting by the fire at the moment as it getting stabbed.
I will flap my wings and go up in the air.
All
And
right.
as I go up in the air, I'm going to reach in my pouch and take out some pellets, and they're going to start flying around me.
How far up in the air?
My movement.
Okay, this guy will take an attack of opportunity against you.
Do it.
Getting a
Do I still have mage armor?
I would say no at this point.
Okay.
But he got a 7 to hit,
That misses.
as he just not well aimed. Didn't expect you to fly, a bird person.
And I will shoot 2 pellets over at the guy who just got pushed back.
It is right next to your sled.
I can't see that. I'll fire it away.
You can't see it. You can see it. Should be able to.
Yeah, that's my left side. So I'm just seeing the movement and shooting.
Okay. Fair enough. Gonna take a couple of... This is the guy that just got blasted back.
2 pellets, right?
2 pellets. He got a 14 and an 8. As he will take full damage from both.
14.
As your sled unfortunately catches fire.
Oh, I can see it now.
You certainly can. This guy is blasted onto the sled, and sled is ablaze. Anything else for Phineas?
That's my turn.
That will take us to the other knoll. Kind of creeping along, Phineas. Along the cliff face, or actually, yeah, along the cliff face to the south of you, just barely. You can see him. He takes a couple of shots at you with holding a longbow.
Am I in darkness at this point, or no?
Your speed 30? No, you are still in the campfire light.
Okay.
Getting a 24 and a 20 to hit.
Both hit.
24 was a crit. As you take 12 points of piercing from the first one, and 10 points of piercing from the second one.
I'm gonna fall and take 2 death saves.
Does the first one drop you to 0?
No, the second one does.
So you'd only take 1 from falling. 1 death save from falling. As Phineas gets shot out of the sky, as you hear a yipping from another knoll, who starts from like right above this little cliff. You guys can kind of make him out and put him to somewhere you can see him. I'll just get rid of this little light here. This little cliff. As you do see that guy hovering above you guys, maybe like 15 or 20 feet up. See him shoot the Birdman who had flaming pellets around his head. Actually, then as a bonus action, he's going to, because of their special ability, you see him get invigorated by taking down Phineas. He is going to charge one of you guys. Sliding down is going to run up and try to bite Andres. Getting a 6 to hit, though.
Misses. Steven, quick question.
Quick answer.
I'm an elf, so I don't sleep, I trance.
Right.
I don't suppose I could keep my armor on for that.
I would say you need to be comfortable, so no. I would say no. I hear the argument, though. But I'm going to say no for now.
Quick 10 minutes.
Quick 10 minutes. That's all it takes to put on armor. Or is it heavy armor?
It's heavy armor.
Yeah, I would say no.
That's the thing that takes 10 minutes.
That's not comfortable. As these other two gnolls, though, will run towards... Actually, this one will run first, Sev. Lashing out with his spear. Getting a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
And then he ends his turn if you want to move.
Do I want to move? Do I want to... Yeah. I want to kite it back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to step back.
All right. The other gnoll will kind of leap over the fire. We'll take a little bit of fire damage. You don't care. Chasing Sev. Actually, I'm gonna roll to see. Did I just roll to see? I did roll to see. Yeah, chasing Sev. We didn't see it. Trying to... he's gonna go for a bite.
Rude.
Yeah, getting a 13 to hit.
Nope.
As he's yipping and hollering around you guys. They seem to have a sort of bloodlust amongst them. Take us to the guy up here, wielding the kind of two short swords. We'll try to first gnaw at the flesh of Andres with a bite. Getting an 8 to hit.
Misses.
They suck at biting. And then just try and lunge towards you with both of his little stabby short swords. Getting a nat 20 and a 23.
Yeah, that was it.
I need Phineas to also give me a constitution save. Before I forget.
There goes my other eye.
As Andres, you lose 11 points. Take 11 points of piercing damage. Nah, Phineas,
Ow.
you just take one point of exhaustion. As this guy stabs into you for, 11 points of damage. Just kind of trying to snap at you the entire time. That will take us to your turn, Andres.
Okay. This time I'll cast the Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Can I give myself an aura? Is that something you need to do?
I can do it. Take 2 seconds. It's just 15-foot radius.
Yes.
As what does your Spirit Guardians look like? Have we seen you cast it yet?
We have not. Oops, wasn't prepared for this. The double half moon sigil on his... Well, I suppose he's not carrying his shield either. Let's say it's on his back, why not?
Yeah.
Lights up and waves of blue pulsing moonlight emanate out from him.
All right. This blue pulsing moonlight. Enemies seem to kind of slow down a little bit. It's blue.
Sure. That's what I got.
All right. That will take us to Sev.
I am going to make a melee attack against the one wielding swords. He seems dangerous.
Yeah.
I will melee stab. Uh-oh.
8 is going to be a miss.
And then I guess I will take my second attack.
All right. Kind of doing what he's doing.
Double 8.
Oh. That's a bad omen.
What is going on? Do I want to do that?
You rolled
Seems
doubles
fair.
last time, too.
Yeah, my last 4 rolls have matched. Wait, can I move through allied squares?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
difficult
just
terrain.
difficult terrain.
That's fine. I want to eat those. Right, yes. So I'm gonna tumble all the way. God, I want to get that guy too. I don't like That's too far. There's fire up there.
Yeah.
And then this guy is a big. I want to roll for him too, but I don't know what I can. And then that guy's still alive. Can I do anything else with my bonus action useful? Dash, disengage. I can disengage. That would let me move for free, but that's not interesting.
Your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna tumble through to here.
All right.
Wait, why am I the? Am I the blue aura?
No,
That's
it's just blue because of because of your sight.
Okay.
If I take away your dark vision, you'll.
I don't have dark vision.
But I give the tokens some dark vision so they can kind of see something, and then you can kind of truly see more what it looks like.
I'm gonna move through.
All right.
That's 1, 2, 3 steps away from somebody.
You're not disengaging.
I am not disengaging.
All right. They will take their attacks. All trying to bite you. Rolled one too many. Wow. You know what my first two rolls were?
I don't know. Did you roll 8s last time?
that 20.
They were both 8s. And then a 13 to hit you.
Those will all miss.
As they all miss you as you roll through the area here in this aura, which will take us to Tia.
Oh, I'm going to use my bonus action to snowball
Oh.
the big guy.
Oh, okay. The one with the daggers. Nat 20. There you go.
You'll take. Oh, I don't think I get sneak attack on that. So
Does it say spell attack? Or does it say weapon attack?
it's not a weapon. I believe sneak attack says weapon attack.
Sneak attack does have to be a weapon attack. But it's the
Alright, so-
snowball. Let's look at the snowball.
It's not.
It might be.
Don't know.
What does it say?
You'll have to find it in the book.
A magic range weapon.
If it's a weapon, that guy takes a whole lot of damage
Takes a whole lot of damage for
And-
16.
and is blind.
20. Yeah, he's blind forever. As you snowball into his throat and just rip it out. It is a magical ranged weapon.
Then eat it.
He ate it. Not gonna eat again.
I will end my turn.
All right, that will take us to Tia.
Oh, I was targeting this guy.
Oh, same thing.
Big guy.
They're both big. This guy has a bow.
Bigger guy.
That guy looked more important.
He's got
There's
cooler
only one of them.
art.
He has cooler art, so
Yeah,
target cool art.
I second that. He shot Phineas down.
Also revenge, although I didn't see that happen.
Nope.
Neither did I.
That'll take us to Tia.
I'm gonna shoot the one that's standing next to Phineas, even though Phineas is down. I want to shoot him
All right.
with my Eldritch Blast, and I want to push him back too.
All right. 16 will hit. Don't forget, you do have the Watcher's Inspiration. You can add a D6 to any roll, not just D20s.
Okay.
He will take 13 points of force damage and be pushed back 10 feet over this wreckage.
Okay, I want to push him back, shoot him again, and push him back again if I do not.
8
hit.
is going to be a miss as you
Your
a
foot.
bunch of wood gets pushed and flung back 10, 15 feet.
And you get inspiration.
You do get inspiration.
Uh,
Or you
I'm
already
going
have it, so you can
to-
re-roll that. Use your inspiration on that if you want.
Oh yeah, I will. I will re-roll and use my inspiration.
That'll do it.
All right, I'm gonna push him back again.
Yeah, he's pushed back forever.
Back forever.
Yeah. It goes through. You push him into this wreckage as he's kind of lands on spikes of old wood.
Okay, I am going to end my turn there, but like I'm 100% like look like I'm getting ready to defend Phineas.
All right. That will take us to Phineas.
If I roll a nat 1, can I use my portent or no? Or I have to use my portent first?
You have to use your portent first.
Well, I'm not going to take a failure. I'm going to roll for it.
Alright. Alright. Phineas lays there on the ground, covered in, well, a couple of arrows stuck in him. Taking us to a dead guy. And go and roll some Spirit Guardians for me. Ooh. That is a good one. Got a big 6, so he takes 18 points of radiant damage.
Radiant.
This light's pulsing out, kind of attaching to and just kind of just slightly singeing, not slightly, very much singeing his body. He's going to lunge towards the source of this light and stab out.
Fair enough.
Getting a 10 to hit.
I'm gonna cast Shield.
Alright.
Free casting of the day.
As this energy blocks his spear attack. That will take us to the other guy. Let's see some more Spirit Guardians for him.
Yep. It makes me input the spell level every time. That's annoying.
We can always... I'll say
No, it's
for...
okay, it's okay.
Well, I mean, you can say for, like, at the start of your turn, you can just roll the damage that everyone takes for the turn. Streamline it.
Sure, why not?
But he gets a big old 2. So he's going to take 14 points of radiant damage. And also continues to try to lunge towards Andres because he just got hurt. Don't like that. Lunging at you with the 2 short swords, getting an 8 and a 14.
Misses.
And then a bite, getting a 6.
Also misses.
As just they're both kind of like gnawing and just stabbing at your shield, just this energy barely keeping them at bay. Taking us to your turn as the shield fades.
Okay. Bonus action healing word on Phineas.
Alright.
Assuming he didn't roll in that one.
What's the word?
Sante. That means health in Elven.
Alright.
And not French.
Does
Totally not
does Phineas speak Elvish?
Yep.
Alright.
Hey, nice.
So you understand this and you get 8 points of healing.
And dodging for my action.
Alright. Taking us to Sev.
Yep, we're fine. I'm in that mode. I'm going to step up and attack this fool.
Alright. As it seems confused at the state of not being able to hit Andres, even though it feels like it should.
12.
12 is going to be a miss.
19?
19 is going to be a hit. You will take...
Oh, minimum.
Minimum is enough, apparently.
I
As
guess the sneak attack's not minimum, but...
as you stab into the side of this knoll, and it just kind of starts... It drops its knife and kind of tries to claw at you. You just push it down, falls onto the pile of wood behind it.
And I will throw my final snowball.
Alright, 21 will hit.
1 point of cold
As
damage.
it takes 1 point of cold damage, and it's just right on the snout. It kind of barks towards you. Anything else for Sev?
I'm gonna close the gap.
Alright. Tia. You see Phineas's eyes start to blink.
Oh, good. You're not dead. And then I will give an Eldritch Blast to the one that's right by Andras and Severidge.
Alright. 21 will hit. For 5 points of force damage. as it is blasted back onto this rock over here, and just blood splatters. You hear the crack of its skull against the rock. As tension of battle dies down, but you do see your sled ablaze, money scattered along it.
Well, maybe when Phineas's turn to keep watch, someone should give him a hand or an eye.
At least we got some dry firewood now.
Yes, it's only our belongings going up in fire.
What belonging?
Well, we had money at the very least.
It was a lease.
Phineas stays on the ground and just kind of curls up.
Reasonable reaction. Yeah, sorry, usually I could lend a hand, so to speak. Keep an extra eye out, but it's almost as if I wasn't fully there for a moment.
Well, what are the odds that gnolls are going to attack us twice in one night?
Mm,
They seem like territorial creatures.
They seem
Shall we
hungry.
try to get more rest, or shall we move on to another spot?
I believe this was first watch.
This was first watch, yeah. Maybe like 30 minutes into it.
It'll be alright. Imagine Alara's here somewhere.
Probably around.
Those things just all going back to bed as you were.
Let Phineas get some rest.
Have Andres take over his watch.
Sure. I mean,
Because you did have two.
what I was trying to get at is that the new elf remains fully conscious during their trance.
Oh. Fair enough.
But I wasn't there during that moment. I wasn't at the table. Had to step away real quick.
That is good. That we'll remember that. So we'll just use your passive perception,
Sure.
which is pretty good.
It's okay.
Yeah, you have a good wisdom. Fair enough. So you all reset watches kind of and try to get a good night's rest. I will need Phineas Severidge and Tia to give me Constitution saves. Phineas, it's cold. Your wounds don't help. When you awake, you still have 1 point of exhaustion. You don't lose any, but you don't.
What I'm hearing is we get a long rest.
You
That's
get a
what I
long
heard.
rest in. But yeah, Phineas, when you awake, it's still cold. This little fire wasn't quite enough to keep you warm, and you have 1 point of exhaustion still.
Has it been a new day? Do
Oh.
we get our 10 temporary?
You get your 10 essentially whenever you get a long rest. That's when we'll do the 10 temporary. As you get your 10 temporary hit points. No sled, but 2 sled dogs still.
That's what's important.
We can try to track the gnolls back to where they came from.
I would say, as you
Gotta
say
be somewhere
that,
close.
you look around, you do see their footprints in the snow. Doesn't seem like it had snowed last night. We had a little flurry, but their tracks seem fresh.
That might be what Ilara is doing anyways.
It's possible.
Yeah, I like that idea. I say, let's do it.
I'll cast Mage Armor myself right away.
All right. Are you guys attempting to follow these tracks in the darkness?
It's better than wandering until we find something.
All right. Yeah, no sign of Alara either. So Sev leading the tracking.
Sure.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Can I throw on some guidance?
You can throw on some guidance.
I'm just gonna assume that's a fail, so.
It is a fail. Just barely. With a 16 as a little spark of help, you do find these tracks pretty easily. And eventually it looks like you do see Alara's footprints as well. And with a 16, you would actually be able to see where you are. Trying to figure out your actual location on here. And where you were. As the tracks lead a little southward. Actually, I think you guys were like here. Yeah. They're tracking the tracks. They go around this mountain bend to the south. And after about, let's say 4 or 5 hours, and a little bit of light that comes up through the day arrives. And as you approach your destination, you see this yawning chasm ahead of you. It seems to threaten to devour you as if it were a giant icy maw. Wind kind of sweeping through the mountains can't drown out the inhuman cackling that echoes in this chasm's depths.
Well, seems we're in the right place.
Pretty clear what's lurking in there.
That's what we're here for.
How to proceed? Quietly? Best we can?
As quiet as we can and probably be best, but I don't think we're ever that good at maintaining the quiet part.
I don't
It
know
is
how
this-
much
it
they
is this-
rely on sight to find us.
That's true. It is this large. How wide is this chasm? Maybe 100-foot long scar in the ground. A little bit of like snow built up along the sides. It does resemble this large icy maw.
It's not a cave then. There's natural light coming in.
Yeah, there is natural light coming into it, just a little bit.
Okay.
I'd say if
This
you
light source is gonna give us away.
peer down, you would see that stony projections within resembling teeth, as well as looks to be a ledge all around the outside about 30 feet down. How do you proceed?
I'm gonna cast some Pass Without Trace to muffle our steps once more.
All right. Yeah, it's this large, central kind of like just crack chasm going down, and honestly, the center of the space goes beyond your dark vision, Andres.
Oh. Pretty deep. Best watch your step.
It is pretty deep. In fact, give me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah, as you're peering down, why not?
You're
Sure.
in front.
Oops. No plus
Hey,
3. 20.
20 is pretty good. Yeah, as you peer down 30 feet below the surface, you do that shelf of rock kind of surrounding the chasm's gaping maw. Cracked sides riddled with the caves, and yeah, there's a couple of openings within that you can kind of see a little bit of light coming from within, actual firelight. But you see it's kind of festooned with sharp rocks, and a little bit further down in the chasm, you can just barely make out dead gnolls impaled on some of those fang-like protrusions. And this kind of manic laughter echoing through the chasm as you look around, and the sound almost like ricochets off, making it near impossible to pinpoint the origin. Say with a 20, you would also notice, kind of in the shadows, there looks to be some metal construction off one of the sides.
Like a bridge?
More like 20. It looks like a cage, like the edge of a cage. You can kind of see, maybe about 6 or 7 feet wide by 8 feet tall, on one of the ledges in the shadows.
Okay. They might be keeping prisoners? That's not a very Knoll thing to do. Well, anyways, we get an hour of this. Best not waste any of it.
Let's see what we can find. Let's see what's in the cage.
Moving on in.
Right?
Oh, hold on. We're going in? Why? Why are we going in? I thought we were going back to the 10 towns.
No, we're here to take out the Knolls. That's what we discussed.
I thought this was a way to get back to the 10. I don't know. We gotta get back to town. It's safer in the towns.
I feel like this is a discussion we should have had before we started following the Knoll tracks and
I
off.
just. Phineas has been completely kind of checked out this whole time. He's been trudging along behind you guys. And now that we're like going into something, he kind of like looks around and sees, hey, this isn't where he thought he was going. And he's very shaken right now. We really going in there?
Knolls are a problem. Especially this
promised East
close.
Haven.
All right, fine. Then we can go back to town, though, right?
Yes, promise.
Yes. We now know exactly where we are. Getting back to East Haven should not be too difficult.
About a day's travel away.
All right, let's go.
Don't worry, Phineas. I'll stay close and give you a hand.
How are you guys going into this chasm? It is like at least a 30-foot drop to get to the ledges around the outside. One of you guys can fly.
Yeah, same thing we did in the mine. 1, 2, 3, jump.
If you would like.
Okay.
All right, we'll jump in. I'll cast Featherfall.
Oh, gnolls can't fly. There has to be some sort of way in.
They're pretty good climbers.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Whereabout are you trying to jump towards that cage? Or are you trying to jump just towards a random ledge?
I feel like if we jump straight down, that should be the easiest on one of the onto one of
I
the
would like
ledges.
to head to the cage, but I do know that jumping towards the cage might be a little less than stealthy. So
We can climb down too.
I just meant we don't have to jump towards anything. We can kind of just slide down the wall, but using magic and not gravity.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Okay.
Which may be
So-
magic, I don't know.
So I don't need to cast anything.
No, you do. You do.
You're still falling.
Fellows just kind of tumbling down the wall.
Yep. All right. As you guys kind of slide and somewhat jump down to this ledge right below you, 30 feet, Phineas casts Featherfall as a little brief gust of wind slows your descent. Yeah, as you're in here, you can see the entrance to 3 different caves. That rift goes still beyond your dark vision. Would anyone have over 100 feet of dark vision?
I don't think so.
Laura might.
Alara does not.
Yeah.
Oh, she had 150.
No, she's got 60.
Very suspicious.
Some people already know the reason, but yeah. Yeah, you still can't see the bottom of this cave.
Anymore.
But as you drop down in here, in this cave, you hear this cackling beyond, across the chasm, right behind you. It's everywhere. But you would be able to see kind of, alright. Sev's computer crashed. He said he's going to try to sneak towards the cage. You do see that cage. It looks like a humanoid within it. Draggled. But right near the cage is a cave opening that you can see. That looks to contain some gnolls within, circled around a campfire. I will need everyone to give me a stealth check. I'll bring you to a map for this, why not? Ooh.
Oh, there he goes.
He'll be back. Tia with that nat 1.
It's still a 15 though.
Still a nat 1.
So crit fails aren't a thing.
They aren't, but I would say in group checks, I do count it as 2 failures. If it's a fail.
Even though 15's the DC.
You don't know the DC.
I do. It's static now. 15.
We'll discuss that later. You don't know the DC. I don't keep things static like that.
And technically everybody who rolls 15 and higher is invisible. That's what hiding does now.
It gives you the invisible conditions. They're not aware of your status. But yeah, it gives you the invisibility condition. Or invisible condition. But no, I definitely don't keep things static. It's dependent on the enemy's passives and stuff. Wait a moment while Sev... He'll unless he rolls... Oh, he's got inspiration. He won't roll in that one. He also gets an insane bonus. But, yep, Sev will start creeping towards the cage. You guys are not noticed. What are you guys doing?
Oh, it's one of those guys. You could fucking rot in that cage.
You don't know what it is. There's a person in there. Actually be able to see a little bit. Yeah, it's situated atop the ledge there. A cage made of thick timber and iron. Bolted iron door and 5 feet on a side, 7 feet tall. Inside it does look to be a male human in hide armor, kind of trying to pace back and forth within. He doesn't seem to notice you either. But he does
Nice.
look like he has this murderous intent in his eyes, clutching a javelin made of black chatelaine.
What? They let him keep a weapon? These
Yep.
still suck.
The skin on his hands and face black from frostbite, the lips
Gonna follow
chapped and
Sev.
bleeding from the cold.
Oh.
It is a dead end there.
Oh, that's good to know at least. No one's gonna get us from the back.
Hey, welcome back.
Ew.
It does look to be one of those berserkers that you had seen in the cage. But roll me a stealth check, Sev.
Wonder if we let him out, if he'll go beat up some gnolls.
He does have a javelin in his hand, and he's just kind of doing his best to pace within this short.
Wow.
Gonna use
Steven,
your-
you jinxed it.
You're gonna use.
I will use my inspiration.
All right, there you go. 26. I was like, that's what I was like. He'll probably use his inspiration if he were to roll in that one.
Yeah, my character sheet. Yeah, I can't get it back if I don't use it. So
There you go.
that is my philosophy.
Yeah, this chasm that you can't even see the bottom of. You do see gnolls across the way, next to this berserker holding a chatelaine javelin. None of them seem to notice you. You would see another cage to the, or another cave to the south, and another entrance far beyond that. Looks like it has stairs going up.
Hey, we found the way in. We came from the wrong side.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong answers here.
No, but can I get over to the berserker cage?
Yeah, you can kind of walk across
I didn't want to assume too much.
the ledge. Yeah, you're good. Are you guys going with Sev as he's wandering across the to the cavern, to the cage?
Yeah, well, I turned around as soon as I noticed that there's a dead end over there.
All right. Anything from Tia or Phineas?
I stay back. I kind of pull out my wand, grip it in my fists, and push my back up against the wall.
I'm staying back with Phineas. I told him that I'd stay back with him. So
Fair enough.
If you want to move forward, you can. I'll keep watching the rear. Keep watch.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that happens? I do kind of want to let this guy out and see what he does.
Make an emboldening bond between Sev, me, and Tia.
All right.
Wait, actually, is he in range?
He would have been.
Yes.
Even if he.
Well-
Yeah, I was gonna say even if he's not now, he would have been in time here.
It doesn't break if he's out of range, but he doesn't get the effect if he's not.
Gotcha.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, Phineas, Sev, as you approach this, it is a caged berserker. He doesn't seem to notice you as you approach the cage.
I would like to try to open the cage.
It is easily open from the outside.
Sweet.
The door is on the other side, though.
Yeah. All right. So from over here, I have no. We saw them up there. Is there a way up right here, or is that just like an overlook?
You're at
We
an
can
you're
see
at an
them.
you're at an overlook, and this is a cave in.
So there's no easy way to get up there from right there. You have to go all the long way, which is fine.
You can skirt around the cage. Like you can
Yeah,
squeeze
yeah,
behind.
I'm just trying to think of where he's going to run, and I don't want to be in the way.
If you wanted, you could kind of be just like along the outside and just let the cage open.
That is what I want. I want to be as far, like kind of as much cage between me and him as I can get.
Okay.
And I would like to open the cage door. And I mean, he's right there, so like a whisper is a whisper, but I want to use my message cantrip and whisper to him for the Frostmaiden as I open the door.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I have sleight of hand. I'm pretty good at those.
Nice. Just to see if like he noticed you trying to open the door, not to actually open the door, or noticed you whispering, but he does not seem to notice you. His eyes kind of light up with that murderous intent.
And then I'd like to kind of like start skirting the other way around. Like, in case he does chase me, I want a little bit of a head start.
Fair enough. He does not seem to notice you or the rest of you guys. As the door kind of slides open, it kind of catches his attention. Lets out a yell. With Frostmaiden! Cage slides open. Takes a step. Seeing his newfound freedom as you guys are kind of huddled in the dark edges of this cave. He's gonna charge towards these, towards the gnolls. As he starts...
Can I sneak off a mind sliver on one of the gnolls as he kind of goes into the doorway?
I think he has to go like down.
He's not sneaking. He's just running and charging towards them.
Clambers over the rock pile.
And he is going to just start wailing on these gnolls. Do you guys finish? You want to try to do a mind sliver
Yeah, let's do a little bit of damage
on the gnolls?
on the gnolls.
Love
Give
it.
him a little bit of backup.
Is there anything else you guys are doing during this? It will take some time. Like we don't need to roll initiative, but they're gonna defend themselves. All pick up spears, yipping and hollering as he yells out.
I'm just gonna skirt on through.
I'd like to get out of the direct sideline of them.
Okay.
Like, I assume I
Yeah.
can stand on those things.
I can no longer move my token.
I got you stuck in a wall.
That didn't change anything.
I got you stuck in another wall.
There we go.
So as you're
I'd
skirting
like to,
that
basically
way,
like stealth behind and keep going.
yeah, all of this noise, you would see a Phineas kind of helping out the berserker for a moment. We'll need a new stealth check from Phineas. But very nice.
-1.
As you guys are kind of skirting southward with whatever's happening in that cave with the gnolls, he's definitely putting up a fight. But there are more gnolls than him. You would see a much larger, more aggressive looking gnoll from the southern cave where the little bit of light is coming from start to step out wielding no weapons but blood on his face, white and mottled white and black fur, blood dripping from his claws, lets out several yips as well.
This guy's got some cool art.
Let me see if I can find his art. He should have an art.
I like when their head is like popping out of the token. That's always fun.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he might be... Yeah. This guy.
He's got a name.
He's even got a name. Not that you guys are ever going to learn it. He speaks in a weird language. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
No.
He calls out in a weird language that none of you understand. Doesn't seem to notice you. And runs over to see what is happening.
I would like to retreat as soon as I see him.
Easily done. As you guys are just sneaking along.
Get myself stuck in a wall again.
The Berserker ends up taking out one of these. And before this guy arrives, and they all jump on him. And after a few moments of time, and a lot of loud yips take down this Berserker. You would see the larger gnoll grab one of these other gnolls by the scruff as it's yipping and trying to get away. And starts dragging him towards the cage. You guys do anything?
I need to circle around, but I'm stuck again.
Keeping to the shadows. The gnoll puts this guy in a cage.
That's what you get.
And just shuts it. Goes back and starts barking orders at the others. Pointing at the corpses. And he's going to pick up the dead gnoll and drag him with him back to his home. Back to home base.
Gnolls cannibalize each other. Probably, right?
You can give me a nature check.
Kind of seems like it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, oh, he's totally gonna eat that guy. Sorry, nature?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Not usually, no.
Oh.
But desperate times.
Guess
Wolves
so.
usually don't cannibalize each other either.
Neither do people, but the tundra
Desperate
does.
times.
If you're hungry enough, I suppose anything would be appealing.
Alright, well, while we have a little bit of distance between us, should we just start blowing stuff up?
Not opposed.
I want everyone to give me... I'll say, Sev, you were closest. Give me an insight check.
Insight.
Okay, with a 21. kind of getting a look from all of the other gnolls, and even the gnoll that was caged, there was a sense of distrust and distaste towards the larger gnoll.
Well, it seems we've come. Seems to Tundra those numbers on leadership. Perhaps the
Not like
gnolls
we
have.
can.
Perhaps the gnolls have resorted to eating each other.
Oh, you're saying this problem might solve itself in due time?
No. In given enough time, the problem. Well, the problem with
They
the weak
might
one,
get desperate.
the weak ones will be gone,
Mm.
but the strong ones will seek food.
They would get desperate and attack the 10 towns.
Much like we did with the wolf tribe.
Only that this time we can't really communicate with them.
True.
Unless you speak
But-
whatever that garble was.
No, but to be fair, we didn't really try to communicate with the wolf tribe either. They communicated with us.
Don't think that's gonna work out this time.
Me either.
Still kill all gnolls here.
Yeah, probably.
Shall we
I think,
move on further down this side to check out the other caves?
I think Phineas has a spell.
Not prepared.
We can.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was another cave to the south.
Gonna keep moving that way. Oh, I can totally see into that cave.
Yeah,
From here.
they're not trying to hide anything. It's just a little cave.
Perhaps it
Okay.
loops around and we can deal with the leader first.
Makes sense. That guy's totally eating the dead gnoll, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe much like the wolf tribe, the leader is gone, the rest will cut their losses and leave on their own.
That doesn't solve the gnoll problem.
If they go away, they're gone. We didn't solve the wolf problem either. We trusted them to stop.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah, maybe this will work.
All right. As you guys kind of skirt around to the south, seeing another cave. You can still follow the ledge around to the south as well. I don't know where you guys are headed exactly, but this cave looks like small steps go up maybe 4 or 5 feet to another cave.
Yeah.
10-foot
Should check
high
here real
ceiling
quick.
in there.
We should check in here real quick to see if it's truly a way out in case we need to bail.
As you do see steps leading up with a faint bit of light coming from within it. But in here, crude steps leading down here, actually up, from this 10-foot high cave filled with this putrid stench. Mostly broken bones of humanoids and animals lay scattered on the icy floor, amid bits of metal, torn scraps of leather.
I'll try to peer around the corner.
All right.
This is an actual cave this time, right?
This is an actual cave. Yeah, there's
We're
10-foot
okay.
high ceiling. There are stairs leading up where you see a little bit of light coming from outside.
Understood.
But it looks like it continues to the northeast just slightly. And
It looks clear.
I would say you
They
would
don't have,
hear
like, guard.
yipping from the up here as well.
Ah, shit.
It doesn't echo like it does in here.
Take another step around the corner.
All right, you would see a little semblance of a little bit of knoll fur around it, but
Another one.
yeah, you would see beyond. Yeah, the map kind of ends there, Sev. But you would see a little beyond that within a crude stone altar with a mountain goat's bloody head resting atop it dominates this 8-foot high chamber. The floor around the altar littered with gnawed animal bones and a small handful of gnolls almost chanting within it. Mostly cackling and yipping as like a
Like sort
hyena.
of praying.
Yeah, I mean, you would guess, but it seems like they're kind of trying to talk to the goat head or something. You're unsure. It's weird.
Okay. I'll signal to the others that there's at least 2.
Is this just like the way out?
And this is you can see a way out. Yes.
Sure.
Slightly half buried atop the snips in snow. If you guys searched
Yeah.
around, you could have found it. But there's more than one way in. Why not?
Why not? Well, as you say, all gnolls are a problem.
Yep.
Especially fanatic ones.
I'll give the others that throat cut gesture and a questioning look.
Yeah, it's Crown of Madness on this guy. He rolls a 4.
Okay. We're gonna roll initiative then.
Sure.
I'm gonna have that guy's initiative go second.
We roll with advantage because we're hidden. It's part of the hidden condition now.
Initiative with advantage?
That is our reward for surprising them, is we roll with
Mhm.
advantage.
Yep.
Woo!
Cool.
Dope.
Didn't do it though. Alright, well, let's try again.
Yeah, it only will if did you
You have to check it in the actual gear.
yeah. Which hopefully the new character sheets will be updated to
Well, I
provide
checked
that
the
feature.
advantage, but it didn't go through.
No,
No, it has to be in the like character options of the
Oh,
character
I-
sheet.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
That gear, of course, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well. You got
Uh,
the 21. but
absolutely.
20 and 21 are the same.
You would
on this
see
board.
a crown appear on this guy. Sev, you are up first. As
I
he
want to let
starts.
that play out.
Okay.
I will hold an action. Fortunately, I can't maintain aim throughout, so I will just hold to shoot if anything runs at us.
All right.
I will let Phineas's magic do what it does.
Are the rest of you guys doing the same? Andres?
Or why not?
Tia?
I guess I can hold a cantrip.
Yeah, I'll hold Eldritch Blast.
Or if
Let
something
Phineas have his fun.
for if something comes out of the cave.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do the same thing. Hold Mind Sliver if something comes out.
Okay.
Don't you have to use your action to maintain crown?
You do.
I do. I maintain.
Actually, I'm not going to hold anything because holding a spell is concentration, and I would like to keep trace up.
Fair enough. The 3 gnolls within lunge at this guy. Only 2 hit. Is it whenever he takes damage?
Wow, link it real quick.
only when at the end of his turn. So then he's gonna try to stab back. Getting a nat 20. Stabbing at the one at the front of the cave, as it seems like there is fighting within. Sev.
No, I'm just gonna let it play out. It seems to be working exactly as planned. So
Yep.
Andres, same thing.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Tia.
like we were never here.
Tia, same thing.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second. What's going on?
The one knoll that you guys can see is getting ganged up on, although he is fighting ferociously against his now enemies.
Okay.
And everyone's
I'm gonna move.
letting it play out.
Yeah, I'll let it play out.
Okay. Phineas maintaining.
Maintain.
All
Just
right.
trolling them.
Yep. Yeah, they stab the shit out of this guy with the crown on as he falls to the ground. They start yipping ferociously as they go back to what they were doing.
Meat's back on the menu.
They don't seem to care that much. They go back to turning towards the altar, almost like they didn't even care that it just happened. What are you guys doing?
Mm,
I guess now we could sync up.
Now we have a count. We believe there are 2 left.
3.
3 left. We saw 3 fighters.
Yeah, you heard more than 2 voices. I would say 3. Yeah.
I can do it again.
This probably isn't the only fight we have in here, so that's up to you.
Just leave him? Or should we finish him off?
Finish them off.
I don't know. I feel like the healthier we are when we go talk to the white-furred gnoll, or when we confront him, or her, I suppose,
Oh, question mark.
the better.
Let these guys talk to the goat then.
They don't seem to know that we were here, so he seemed to still be undetected.
Yep, they have no idea. They just
And
saw
now
this.
we
They
know
just saw this crown appear on one of them, and it started to spout madness, probably madness to them, and they attacked it. It attacked them. It
And
was
we know
mutual.
this is the way out.
And that is the way out.
That means they could cut us off from the way out, though.
Yeah, well, I'd rather be cut off by 2 than go in injured.
Really?
Yeah. I think we can take 2 of them, maybe even 3 of them.
Okay. Onwards then.
A white-furred gnoll could be dangerous.
I'm not actually that close to the ledge, I just don't want to get myself stuck in the wall.
No, I gotcha. You guys skirting around the ledge to the south?
Don't see a better way.
You would hear the one in the cage to the north yipping wildly. Like, it's almost like crying, if it could.
Sucks to suck.
I'm going to that.
As you're creeping along the cave, you can hear crunching and munching and other yipping from all of the caves, just echoing throughout this cackling chasm. I'll just let you guys keep your initiative for if we need to roll again.
I have a feeling we're about to roll again.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I don't know.
Okay. Gonna look back one more time to the others. We're doing this? We're doing this.
Your play. You want to be first? Be first.
I'm gonna step around the corner.
Uh,
Oh.
I'll bring up 6 little pellets.
All right. 6 little flaming pellets around you.
They're not flaming, but they are maybe glowing just a little bit.
All right.
They're not flaming. They don't flame until they hit.
Andres, you would see him just plain as day, just chowing down.
Well then.
I'd say also within here you would see a... Actually, yeah, you get a good look at this place. Yeah. Also within here, painted in blood on the walls of this 8-foot-high cave, pictographs of a towering monster with sharp teeth, wielding what looks to be a 3-headed flail. Packs of hyenas feed on the corpses in its wake, in the picture. Small fire crackling near the south wall, filling the cave with smoke. You do see cooking above the fire a small green fish, while behind the fire, leaning against the south wall, is a blood-encrusted spear and a fishing pole.
What? Gnolls don't fish, do they?
Now this he's cooking a fish.
Hey,
Well then. I guess I'm gonna sneak up behind him and try to whack him over the head.
All right. Sneaking up to him.
Doop, doop. Oops.
I will say this will use your turn in the initiative.
Yeah, that's fine.
But go ahead and roll an attack.
We can wait until it's my turn, that's fine.
Okay.
Since we've kept initiative and all. But I'm definitely going into strike.
Fair enough. So what are you guys... What is the takeoff point?
I think we're both sneaking up, so it's probably going to be his attack because he'll get there first and I can't get through.
Fair enough. So, I mean, you have blades out or do you have your bow out?
I'm going melee. Yep,
Okay.
daggers.
So Sev waiting his turn. Andres, you're up first.
The way it lines up. It's unfortunate.
Okay. Let's see. Some True Strike. What's this?
Yeah, 28.
Wow.
28 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
He takes 11 points of radiant damage from behind, lets out a big yowl as he stands up to meet. He speaks in a language you do not understand and just yells out. Anything else for Andres?
Yeah, I'll move out of the way, so you know. I'm not
Stepping
blocking the
stepping onto his corpse.
Sure, yeah, I don't
on
respect these
his
guys.
food. His real food's on the fire. Fair enough. That will take us to Chiska. He is going to call out. And then go on a rampage, trying to bite you, getting a nat 1 with his first attack, and a 24 with his second attack.
That's gonna hit.
As you take 10 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw as he bites down onto your arm. You are good.
Sounds safe.
You feel this kind of tense
Concentration. Oh, that's Pass Without Trace is gone, but I get inspiration.
You do get inspiration. It feels almost venomous
know we're here.
when he bites you. And then he lashes out with a claw, getting a 15 to hit,
Misses.
which will take us to Tia, as you would hear yips of response, like half-hearted response. What's a Tia doing?
I'm going to go past Severage if I can. There you go. Yeah. I am going to hit that guy with an Eldritch Blast.
All right, 24 will absolutely hit him as he's blasted into the corner for 13 points of force damage.
And then I'm going to hit him again.
All right, 21 also hits him for 6 points of force damage. Don't forget, you do have the Watcher's Inspiration for this session.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
It can be used for damage.
It can be used for any
Can
roll.
it be used for damage?
Any
All right,
dice roll.
I'm going to add a d6 to that damage.
Okay, roll me a d6 for maximum damage. Taking 6 more as Dementophobia.
Nice.
Thank you again. As this thing is just
Thank
being
you.
pushed and pelted into the wall there. Anything else for Tia?
Nope, that's it for me for now.
That will take us to the other gnolls, as you can hear them piling in, yipping, and just, oddly enough, watching. All of them looking. There's this look of hesitation about them. They almost get quieter, but that yipping still echoes pretty well within here. That'll take us to Phineas.
Any of these gnolls that just popped out, do they have weapons or are they unarmed?
Yeah, they all have weapons.
Okay.
Like, they're all holding spears. Actually, a few of them have bows. Some have spears. But they're all just... There's an awkward look that you wouldn't expect on a gnoll's face. Of almost like confusion? Or... inner turmoil.
I will take to the skies and fly up to on top of this ledge here. And as I'm passing the mouth of this cave, there's really nowhere for me to shoot this thing. Ugh. How tall are the? How tall is the cave?
30
The
feet.
opening there?
30 feet till you get to the opening.
Inside here. How tall? Is
Oh,
inside?
like 8 foot tall.
All right.
They're all pretty short.
I'll throw it right above this guy's head, toward the ceiling. Two eats.
It will still hit Andres.
I'm trying not to.
I know.
It's the thought that counts.
It is.
It's a tiny room.
It is a tiny room. Andres, I will need dexterity saves. As blast of pellets.
How many? 2?
2.
Wow.
Nice. So you only take 5 and 3, 8 points of damage. While the gnoll failed his first one. And,
It's one.
and passed his second, so he takes 13. As he's just blasted with fire in here, the corpse below you gets a little burnt as well, but you hold firm.
You know what? Actually, as I'm passing, because I already had the spell cast, I will do a first level magic missile as well.
Fair enough.
Pew pew.
Ooh, for
Nine.
9 points of damage. As this knoll is looking battered, beaten, burnt. Is not looking good.
That'll be my turn.
Alright, that will take us to Sev.
I will charge the knoll and attempt to like pounce on him and stab him with these daggers.
Alright.
Dagger strike. Wow.
It is gonna be a miss.
Another
Good
two.
thing I got
As he kind of grabs your wrist for a brief moment, blocking.
a second strike. Wow.
That is so nuts.
I've rolled so many eights.
What
2 is actually the worst thing you can roll now, I guess.
what is up with that? Yeah, it works for me. That's weird. That's so weird. But yeah, both of your strikes miss as he kind of grabs both your wrists and just kind of pushes them aside.
Mm. No, I kind of like him pinned in the corner. No bonus action. I'm good.
All right, we'll take us to Andres.
I was just gonna take the dodge action in his face in case Phineas wants to throw some more pellets at me. But now it's
Now more
bad.
collateral
Just
damage.
bonk him.
Anyways, so
Blowing you off a cliff. throwing
let's get to
fireballs at you.
bonking. True strike.
All right.
I will re-roll that.
All right. With your inspiration.
Well, that's the same.
That is
so
the same thing. That is just barely miss. As he kind of dodges his head, you slam into the
When you
ice
re-roll-
behind him.
You re-roll the d20, not the d4, right? So would that be a 15 or no?
Yes, that's true.
Technically true. Yeah. So 15 will just hit. That is his AC.
8
takes
radiant damage.
8 points of radiant damage as it kind of cracks. You can see it kind of seems to burn him as there's something within him that is very much not liking that.
Demon spawn. I'll move in there. He's not getting out of the corner.
Fair enough. That will take us to his turn. Chizka is going to try to push with one of his attacks Andres into the fire. Andres, I need an athletics or acrobatics check.
Strength save, you mean, right?
Or strength save, yes, I'm sorry. As like in my mind I was thinking it, and then like my mouth said the same thing I'm very much used to. You succeed just barely. As he just tries to shove you, you hold firm with your feet, and then he goes in for a bite. Getting a 17 to hit.
Misses.
And then kind of...
Shield.
He hasn't hit you once, has he?
No, he's hit me a couple of times.
Okay, good.
I think twice.
That's right. The first round. He got a good taste. He's gonna try to bite you again. Yeah, there. Getting us 22 to hit.
Dang it. Shield.
Alright. As this energy shield pops up around you for a brief moment. This knoll kind of like super confused at what's happening, and just you see this anger as his eyes start to kind of glow. It will take us to Tia.
I see how it is. I'll just back away.
Alright.
I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to hit him with another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Seem to be doing decent-ish damage. Yay!
Yeah. Freaking 20.
Hell yeah.
For 11 points of force damage. as he seems to kind of start stumbling. The wall behind him that was already filled with blood, now filled with his blood, as he's looking rough.
All right, I'm gonna hit him again.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh,
You get inspiration, though.
That's the fifth
Womp
one this
So
session.
many nat ones.
I know.
It's eights. It's eights.
The number 8,
It's
yes.
the number 8.
Yes,
Today's
8s and
today's session is
1s.
brought to you by the number 8.
8.
Yeah. Anything else for Tia?
No.
That will take us to the Knolls. As they start yipping and hollering. Almost cheering.
They don't know we're coming for them next.
That'll take us to Phineas.
They didn't do nothing.
No, they're happy about what's happening, it seems like. There's a sense of half excitement amongst them.
Well, they don't like him either.
No, you just put one of them in a cage. And he's going to eat one of them.
I will zip across over to here and magic missile on my way.
Alright.
First level.
For 10 points of damage. As you magic missile across the room, just pelting into him. Kind of drops to his hands. As he does, he starts just vomiting blood viciously as he's cackling, and this kind of reddish glow to the blood that he's vomiting for this brief moment. And unceremoniously just drops in a pile of his own blood. Anything else for Phineas?
No, he just kind of looks at these other gnolls to see what they're doing. That's it.
Alright. Sev. Actually, this is the top of the round. Yeah. Top of the round
It's the top of the round, yes.
will be a good spot to end tonight, as there's this awkward cheering of gnolls going on in the cavern behind you all, as they didn't try to stop you at all from killing their leader? But that'll be a good spot to end tonight, as their leader did. There's a strange glow in it. He's dead. Dead within his own little cave in this chasm. So we'll pick up there next week, folks. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Good night.
Night, Internet.
Night, Internet.
See ya.
Bye.